Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Phoenix Point. Ordinarily, I let the game load before I start the recording, but that loading screen tip there was definitely interesting. The Pandorans, they build their bases under the mist cover, so probably a pretty important place to look for where they might be attacking us from. Unfortunately, we really do not have... Like, the mist is not yielding any areas of interest over here. I'm not really sure where to expect the attack on Nonalema came from. Well, in any case, let's head back here. I'm trying to think, is this the most useful thing to be doing? We could head over to the time vault. We're not in the worst shape. We have this underleveled sniper, but at least she has equipment and stuff. She could fight. Do you have... You don't. We should make a couple of med kits. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure that you are carrying one. Is everybody else... Do we have enough med kits for everybody else? Manufacture additional med kit. I kind of thought that was going to be like a quick build button, not that it would take me to the menu. But obviously, you know, it's important that everybody have a med kit, and we did go through a couple, huh? Oh, right. You need to be formally equipped with a... No, you have a right... It's just weird. It's just your stuff has been put in a weird order. Okay, everybody else has a kit on them. Okay. So Soren's, yeah, the complaints here are the secondary weapons. We are like 100 hit points down on Soren, which is a fair amount. It's certainly dangerous. But if we're careful, we could probably do a mission. I guess let's go have a look. While we're over here, or at least closer to over here, Arena needs to rest. Oh, people lost body parts and stuff. Shoot. There's an enemy invasion at Fort Niven, which is 1,000,000 miles away, and also I would trust that they have that under control. Maybe we should, you know what? Turn around. We're all exhausted and stuff. We're actually definitely not actually ready for a mission. The marketplace has new stock. I don't really have the resources to interact with it, unfortunately. At least not right this second.
Research complete.
Okay, we finished a basic bionic technology, allowing us to create some augmentation pieces here. So, no damage is suffered when landing from any height. Immune to goo. How does the cybernetics lab is how you give soldiers the systems necessary to handle this stuff, right? We'll have to have a look at that. But now that we have that researched, we could, of course, immediately begin to advance bionics, and hopefully we find some really cool stuff there. But I do feel like I'm sort of casting around, not randomly exactly, but without a strong long-term direction with our research. The attacks of the Behemoth and the lesser flying Pandorans require immediate retaliation. Yeah, it probably would be good if we had some kind of functional aerial combat program, since apparently that's going to be part of the game. So let's do that. We'll just hang out here at Phoenix Point for a little while. Let our troops regen at the higher rate. Uh-oh. One of the flyers is detaching itself from the swarm If it reaches a haven, it will wreak havoc on the civilians. We should attempt to triangulate its destination and set an armed aircraft on course to intercept. So a Pandoran flyer has separated itself from the festering skies. Should the stray Pandoran flyer return to the swarm, the haven will be targeted by the behemoth. Once a haven is targeted for attack, nothing can be done to prevent it. And once the behemoth reaches the haven, it will damage all its facilities and harvest about half the population. Harvest is a horrible word to use for that. Destroy the Pandoran flyers to protect the havens, and also, rewards. Okay, so... Well, we don't know exactly where this thing is going, but we do know that it's going to come directly overhead, so that's nice of it. We only have one aircraft right now that's actually, like, functional. Right, this thing is... The problem is this one's not armed. It's... Shit. So the Aurora here is not at full HP. Is it actively being repaired? Reach a Phoenix base. So I did not realize that it was not at a place where it could repair. I don't know how quickly these things move. It would take 10 hours to fly over here. It does look like the things it's flying on a line that's going to take it that way.
Research complete.
Okay, so now we can make our own aerial weapons here. Our researchers have been tirelessly analyzing intelligence reports, footage, and witness testimonials to learn everything they can about the behemoth, the newly discovered flying species, and the festering skies. Our course of action is clear. Arm a squadron of manticores and systematically attack the Pandoran patrols to prevent their rampage. While we intercept the attacks, a dedicated research unit will be working around the clock to study the Pandorans' behavior further and make ongoing improvements to our air-to-air arsenal. Okay, that's great news. We are still 15 hours away from the unblocking of our manufacturing. I think it is going to turn out to have been very worthwhile to build this thing. I hope, but man, it has stopped us from building anything else for a very long time. We could just do some autopsy stuff, just harvest resources. Picking up Anu winged warfare doctrine, I assume this would just give me access to the Disciples of Anu's aerial weapons as well, which might be good. We honestly, there's no way to know really without doing the research. Yeah, I'm inclined to it doesn't take long to figure them out, right? Before we actually build any anti-air tools, let's get some more research done. Have access to a wider variety of things to pick from. Okay, so this thing has 500 HP. I guess I'm going to send you directly over there. Okay, and we have Pandorans over here. Well, we're very nearly ready to go. Let us rest a little bit more. That's such a short trip, you know? And the New Jericho dudes are going to be fine without us. Okay, so intercept enemy aircraft. Enemy threat level medium. We have more armor than they do. We have our weaponry. So we have an air-to-air missile that deals 140 damage with 10 shred damage. And we still have a lot of those. 24 of 30, so we spent some of these, right? This thing deals more raw damage and a ton of shock damage, but it is a visual guidance thing, whereas this is radar guided. And then the afterburner is our evasion countermeasures to evade their visually guided projectile. The spikes are guided psychically, and so the afterburner is not going to help with that. We're not allowed to hit auto battle? No, I am. Okay. Let's do it manually here. Let's try my best to understand this. So Pandoran weapons have bonus accuracy in the mist. There's no mention really of... Oh, no, okay, so there are range values down there. So this is the maximum functional range of the weapon, I guess? So as soon as we get in here... Q... Spikes we can't necessarily dodge, but we can evade that thing. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just like shooting at its body, really. Okay, I mean, it seems like we've got it under control now. It doesn't seem to have the ability to harm us anymore. We do just have the ability to completely hard miss. Here's a question. Do I need to retarget? No, okay. So these things are like we can take these things down even with a very significantly depleted ship. We took almost no damage there. And big rewards for shooting them down. Plus, you know, a little bit of attitude adjustment. It's a lovely thing. The behemoth harvests all the biomass it encounters on its path, showing particular predilection for human havens. Any haven visited by a Pandoran flyer that successfully returns will be targeted for harvest by the behemoth. Once the behemoth has collected enough biomass, it will submerge in the ocean. It will emerge again at a different point, sometimes fielding stronger flyers. The behemoth will submerge sooner if it is able to harvest havens, or if its harvesting operations are disrupted. The behemoth will gain disruption points when a haven is harvested, a Pandoran flyer is destroyed, or a node is destroyed. Once the disruption threshold is reached, the behemoth will go back to the ocean. Okay, but we're not told what the disruption threshold is, so it's not valuable to tell me how many points each thing is worth. Does it say on it? Like if I mouse over it? No. Yeah, it's weird to offer me one of those numbers but not the other one. Okay, they got Harbidom is under control. There's definitely like a base in that area though. We're gonna have to do something about that. Okay, how is the Manticore doing? So I'm waiting for the crew of the Manticore to be recovered fully. We've completed our archaeology lab. This allows the construction of archaeology probes. The completed probes can be launched from the Manticore or other Phoenix aircraft. Use them to reveal ancient ruins of the antediluvian civilization. What a fun idea. Anyway, back to the thing I was doing. We have a containment facility under construction. Yeah, I guess we're just continuing to wait. We're almost there. I do want to show up like when this is as finished as possible, right? Joe has gained a level. So aimed burst is an interesting idea in theory. In practice, I've not found a time when I wanted to use it yet. Enemies within 10 tiles have a 50% fumble chance with their firearms. Seems really good, right? That seems like a phenomenal passive skill. What a good thing. Gosh, neural feedback is good. This infiltrator secondary training is really something. Attacks from behind gain shock value. So yeah, like it's so easy to get neural feedback. I didn't really realize how these two things were going to interact. How cleanly, how neatly. Do I want... I think I want to add willpower. I'm not actually going to pick up aimed burst. It seems really hard to find situations where it's useful. I'm going to dip into Phoenix's skill points a little bit here. So this will give him enough to do 2 aimed shots and a deploy. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then Soren also. So Bloodlust and Hunter. I mean, Hunter we should take, obviously. We haven't grabbed a secondary class for you. And honestly, I wonder if the secondary class should be Infiltrator. Like, when we can get him a shotgun, we'll get him a shotgun. And then he'll be our Infiltrator / Berserker who shoots people at close range. And I kind of like it, honestly. Now we'd be dipping fairly deep into the Phoenix points here, but like an extra usage of deploy decoy might save team members. Neural feedback's going to be really good on him, and it might lead to me switching back to a hammer. I'm not going to buy surprise attack, but I think I will swap you back to a hammer for the feedback. Because like most of the time that I had single hammer strike dazes, so we'll get our attack back pretty quickly. So this has 4 ammo in it. Can I not just put the ammo in the gun right now? It's so weird that there doesn't seem to be, unless I'm missing it. Doesn't seem to be an option to just do the reload right here on this menu. Anyway, let's go ahead and go after this. Do we want to... Who do we want to do it, actually, I guess is a question. Do I want to bring Jacob? We don't have as much ability to swap people around as I would like because we don't have full equipment for everybody. I mean, Broken Mark has his handgun. He doesn't seem like he'd be a super great ally. Yeah, 10 bonus armor is pretty whatever. Yeah, I don't really think we're likely to bring him. So we could take Rose. It'd be very easy to swap Jacob back in, obviously. But the question is... I guess it makes sense to push people up to 7. Stuff like Battle Hardened, and then start using those guys to shepherd the lower people up. So let's go ahead and pop Eileen off of here. Stick Jacob on instead. And we can level this group up. This should be fine. Okay, let's go get him. I'm a little worried about this behemoth inadvertently running into the haven that the flyer was at. The disciples of Anu have completed one of their most sacred rituals, the rite of winged warfare. So we've learned how to build their air stuff. Also, can you please go to a base where you can actually refill? Okay. So, attacking strength, 3 points worth of Pandorans. We'll get some pretty welcome attitude changes here. It's a little fucked up that the other factions are like, hey, don't rescue them. Well, I guess the New Jericho folks have led a lot of attacks. Maybe it makes sense. In any case, too bad. Everybody just get along. Right now, I need as much help as I can get, and that means you guys have to play nice. So we've had significant danger from missions where the Pandoran strength was rated at 0-1. But we also know there's not that much of a scale up in the numbers low down. So let's see what we got here. One of their assault dudes. Probably don't want Omar to be the one who runs back for him.
Can't wait. Ready to go to work.
Do we have any idea? So here's our safe exit. We don't have any okay, we have like a reactor. I was gonna say we don't have any civilians to worry about, which is interesting. But we have a key structure to defend. Okay, Soren doesn't detect anyone inside just yet, which is interesting. I don't know.
What's the plan?
I mean, obviously, it's pretty. Arena's movement is pretty important. Yeah, let's go activate this guy with Joe. And by activate, I mean mind control. New Jericho Assault Man cannot make it to the roof. It's too much climbing. We do see that there's another New Jericho Assault over there, which is interesting. Again, chain activation doesn't seem like it's a thing, so
Catch me if you can.
this guy's just going to go inside. I mean, what we're really here to do is to defend this reactor, right?
Let's show them what we can do.
Sato is going to jump up to the roof. Let's try to get an idea of where else threats may be. Got anything? We got one up here on the roof with me, in fact. An Arthron Gunner. Only 100 HP. I do have line of sight. And he has 100 HP, so he also definitely can just see me. Am I allowed to jump Jacob or to jump Omar, like basically on top of this dude? Okay, so we could deliver a bash for what, 60-ish? 85, in fact.
Here.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the quick aim. All we have to do is hit him a little bit. Oh boy. Does kind of look like a little bit's all we're likely to get. Oh, nearly lethal. What is the most covered position? I guess it's like this.
Using.
What a strike. Can you imagine the force that must have that must have come down there? So unfortunately, with no idea where the enemies are or where they might come from, we just have a vague sense that the reactor must be defended. I really don't know what to do here. It seems like the roof is a safe enough spot. Let's just go ahead and run Arena up there. Because it doesn't seem like there are enemies within the building, and then she can keep people from approaching, hopefully. Soren, I don't know what I want to do with you. I kind of just want to like store you right around the corner here. Jacob gets to some reasonable high cover. Oh, okay. Jacob sees something nobody else saw due to his incredibly high perception. An Arthron brute who is quite a distance away. Well, I mean, that's a hell of a shot. I assume the new Jericho guys got him. But we can set up an Overwatch. If something actually makes it inside, I'm not going to try to shoot at them from that distance. Oh, a Triton Hitman. Okay. Sniper rifle in that close range. I think he just missed his poison spit. Oh, well. Guy's making noise like he got hit, though. Apparently New Jericho does not go before the Pandorans. Well, at the very least, that guy's helping us figure out where all the enemies are. Served an incredibly valuable purpose. Okay, that doesn't seem like all that many people. So Arena can't get into position to see that guy. Let's start with you. Okay, the thing is slightly up on a ledge. I mean, this is lit up red, like I will be able to hit him from here. I'm gonna trust. We're gonna see. Does one shot will not do it, but one shot should be enough to daze. Okay, stopped me early. I don't see any new information that's all that worrying just yet. Yep, there's the daze, and so there's my AP back, which means I can just hit him again. It's pretty cool, actually. You do not have the fast hands, but we do get to take his sniper rifle. We're not proficient in it, but it is a free gun. And who could turn such a thing down? The best way to shoot at these guys would probably be through the windows here. I can't imagine Omar is going to have an angle on them from the roof. Also, I guess the new Jericho guys, who I haven't taken control of, just don't take turns. I did not realize that that was going to be the case. It seems like they should try a little bit. Can we get Arena? No, there's no way. We're going to get Arena to a place where she has a shot on that guy in this turn. But we could run to... No, I think she's just not participating. Well, hold on now. We saw a spot there. What I really want to do is get up onto this level. I think this like intermediate level is a better place. So that's something we'll want to figure out later in the turn. Okay, as far as abilities and stuff, you really don't have anything. You're just kind of like run to the spot and take the shot. And unfortunately, it looks like you can only shoot directly, more or less directly into this guy's shield. There's something over here. I was really hoping these new Jericho guys would have like grenades, you know?
Rolling.
All right, you technically have a shot. What does this look like? Not very good, my friend. Yeah, he's just gonna hit the shield 3 times. Or 4 times, rather. One thing I could certainly do is get over here and drop a grenade. Doesn't look like we can really tighten up Sato's angle very much.
Preparing to fire.
And like this obviously is pretty far away. I do not love the accuracy we have here, but take a couple of shots. That guy's pretty low danger at the moment. He's also going to regen all the damage we deal to him. I can get a reasonable shot on this guy from like here. And obviously I don't want to be standing in the open.
Moving up.
Gotta deal the damage somehow though. I might land a couple of bullets. Okay, managed to fill in the circle at least, and then we can put ourselves in a position where hopefully they won't have any counterattack. I mean, there may just not be anything for it. This may be the attack that we have. Right, if I drop Omar in here, we can at least grab control of this new Jericho guy. And then obviously it's not like awesome for us to be right here. Well, you know, that is 2 AP left. I can drop in here and then take a quick aim shot at whatever's down there. A Triton Wretch. Okay, let's do it. Quick aim. Do I have much of a shot on the Wretch? Oh, I pretty much do, yeah. Okay. We got some work done there. This new Jericho Assault is ready to open up on that dude as well. Pretty good stuff. And then do I want to just... This thing is disappointingly alive.
Hope I don't miss.
I should be able to just knock its attack arm off. It'll still have his head. Oh, no, never mind. I can do lethal. Alright, we'll have to, you know, clear the poison next turn. Ah, okay. And we're going to get Umbred. But I feel pretty good about that. So then your deal is, as far as we know, this is the only remaining enemy. Your deal is run up the ramp, prepare to get around this side of the thing. You are good where you are. I am going to have Irina just run all the way over here.
Tango spotted.
Okay, Jacob detects another dude. Not one we can really do anything about, though. Interesting that this gives me a line of sight for a shot. It can't be very good line of sight.
Here I am. Let's do this.
I mean, do I want to try? Probably not. I mean, there's no way in on this wall. Yeah, I guess they'll have to approach to here if they want to try to enter on this side. I can Overwatch to that.
I'm sticking to the plan.
Okay, yeah, this New Jericho person is acting. And took the arm off of the sniper, but it was the wrong arm. Or took the arm off of the Arthron. Oof. I'll say this, she's tough. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just a lot of points of attacks. Okay, well that wasn't very much damage. Unfortunately, it was enough to make our man bleed out. But
Confirming target.
this should be pretty easy. And then... yeah, once again, bash. I'm damaging my autocannon because I'm hitting enemies with it so much. Okay, free magazine. Why not? Okay, so Arena's got a shot. An arena shot looks like... I mean, it looks pretty good is what it looks like. I think we're going to go ahead and go for the double. Alright. One more enemy down. This guy is in terrible shape. Yeah, we should be able to get a shot from the edge of this little catwalk that should do the thing, I would imagine.
What a kill.
Much appreciation to that sniper for blowing his shield off, I suppose. There is technically an Umbra, but yeah, the game's like, now listen, you'll handle it. I'm confident. Okay, level up for Omar, who did a lot of good work there. We're going to have to inspect the autocannon for cracks, but turns out that thing makes a very functional club. So we still need to find the base. There's a chance that the nest will be revealed by us repelling the attack, right? I guess that's what we have to hope for, because I have no idea how we're going to figure it out otherwise. All right, got a bunch of magazines we can't use. Well, we have the thing for this. Okay. Ah, we have revealed the location of their colony. A new Pandoran nest is visible in the geoscape view. Go ahead and replenish all. There we are. Well, let's head back. Just, cool, great. Pandorans have initiated a raid flight. So, can I target this thing directly? It looks like it's flying to there. Okay, we haven't really had time to rearm yet, but, you know, obviously we got to do something. So Aurora, try to meet him there while I wait for a quick heal up here. And the new aircraft is deployed. All right, I think we definitely want to drop it at Phoenix Point for the moment. We're going to figure out what exactly we want to do with it and all of our other aircraft in just a second here. We definitely need to get something on the manufacturing bench And I'll tell you what, we have a lot of decisions to make right now. But what I want to do first, before we do anything else, is just make some armor. Make some body armor for that girl who's missing body armor. We just like need a lot of armor. Okay. We also are going to need more manufacturing capacity if we can. Is that a thing I can do? Am I allowed to build additional? Yeah, we can build additional fabs. I mean, we're just going to have to, right? Somebody's going to have to build another fab plant, so go ahead and make that. We have plenty of materials. To build a cybernetics lab is going to cost an awful lot of the tech, but I mean, this is what it's for, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get that under construction as well. I mean, that's a lot of resources. We're getting a lot of resources back from fighting stuff in the air, though. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to start it. Everything takes so long. You really gotta... You have to predict your desires a little bit ahead of time. Kind of all of the time here. Okay, the crew are fully rested. Let's... What do we want to do with Omar? Shred damage is reduced by half is pretty good. Until end of turn, your explosives gain 50% bonus range. The AP cost of throwing grenades is reduced. Oh, I'm sorry. Grenade launchers is reduced by 1. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty good, even without having a grenade launcher. Yeah, it's interesting that like he doesn't have as many like immediately obvious things that are great. I guess the shred damage thing is pretty good. Let's go ahead and take Boom Blast, and then like extra movement is so helpful. And why don't we grab a little bit of extra will on you as well? Okay. So we are going to take this crew on over to the nest. I think we can probably clear this. And while that's happening, enemy aircraft. Well, this thing has slightly different weapons. I should probably be paying attention. Well, in any case, start firing at this. It's much longer range. This thing, if we're lucky, we might be able to destroy its meaningful weaponry before we actually take any fire. Ah, come on. Come on. So there's nothing I can do about the fact that we're just missing a lot, right? As far as I can tell. Okay, is there anything I can do about the fire effect? This gives me no mouse over at all. We're just taking lots of damage. Yeah. Seems like we're just taking lots of damage. There's nothing I can do about it. Now this attack is avoidable in theory, except that this is turned off. Okay, and at this point, I guess we just disengage. All of my stuff is broken. That fire attack is for real. So I guess all there is to do now is fly back home and... Nope. Still, nope. Okay, hold on. Still using the Aurora. I guess I could have used the Tiamat. Well, the Tiamat still needs, Boy, that's annoying. You should not... Clicking on the other airship should not... Oh, I can't redirect it. It's Okay, when I hit disengage, it automatically disengages two-way place. I see. Okay. That's fine. Alright, all we gotta do is clear out this Pandoran nest. So the ideal here would be to have the Tiamat be the team bus, and then we can use both of our Auroras or both of our Manticores for actually like air to air stuff. Maybe. I don't know. It's a plan. We'll worry about it next time. For right now, let's just clear the nest. But yeah, that's really rough. It seems like that flamethrower weapon is just horrifyingly powerful. I'm sure there's something about the systems there that I'm not understanding. Okay. So, no immediately obvious hostility.
Here I come.
They kind of started us inside of a bunch of mist, which is annoying. I think we kind of just want to push forward, right? Okay, eggs and more sentinels and stuff. I mean, I could fire from here if I think it'll let us pick one up. Oh, well, we have a live enemy, a more important to kill enemy. Do I think I can get him from here? Where is Irina? Irina will not be able to make it into attack range, but she'll be able to make it into Overwatch range, set up an Overwatch. So maybe that's something I can't get. Unfortunately, I can't get appropriate cover. These guys have, the footpads just have pistols. No, the footpad has that's a real assault rifle. Okay. He might not be aware. See, Omar's not listed as being stealthed anymore. But I don't know for sure if that means this guy has vision of me. I'm not really 100% sure of how the perception systems work. I have to imagine that with this weapon, attacking at this range would not be very effective. Let's see here. Soren could... Like, am I to understand these as the perception ranges of these enemies? If that is how it works, then, you know, we've never been told that that's the perception systems have never been explained in any way. So it's hard to know. Let me move you out of the way here so that we can move some other people. Jacob can move up to a position, and see, he doesn't get the circles, so we don't even know with him.
I'm moving in.
Jacob can move up to a position where he can take advantage of his single AP Overwatch. Just try to like shoot if this thing approaches us very much. I think we're going to try to do the same thing with Irina. It's tricky because Irina can't, like I say, take appropriate cover. But she can take some cover against some direction. And then, yeah, take a similar, if he approaches, flatten him type maneuver here. Omar can just run to cover, I guess. That's fine. Everybody else can get over here and get ready to be useful in the future. Feels a little silly to run Soren, like, man. It's hard to know. It's hard to know what is too far forward. We have no idea how many more enemies are out in the dark over here, or... But like with the soldier that you want to be in position to take a potentially take a melee attack action next turn, right? Like, what do you do? Not sure that we'll see anything come from there. I could run up and just toss out the decoy. I think I am going to get closer. Okay, that guy's really far away. And I'm not going to do anything else for the moment. I guess I may as well... Oh, first of all, put the 4 ammo that I have in here. And secondly, reloading made it so I don't have the ammo to... Okay, that's fine. And finally, Joe... I'd love to put Joe in a cover position. And I'd love to get out of the mist that we started in. Alright, let's see... Okay, so these enemies over here are alerted. And they're definitely further away than that guy over there. Yeah, this really sucks, him being able to be shot in the side like that by an enemy who did not exist during our turn. Alright, well, at least we got some play out of that Overwatch. Oh, there's another one. Fun. Okay, Tritons have developed paralyzing attacks which reduce action points according to the extent of the damage. Hopefully it won't become an issue. Okay, you apparently were able to avoid the Overwatches by staying behind that stuff. Wow. That's incredible that neither of her shots went anywhere close to hitting. That really sucks. Okay, so let's talk about the 600 enemies that I can now see. I can't shoot at the guy who is right there, despite the fact that he's right fucking there. I can probably kill this dude. And I think that's worth doing. Let's just double tap him real quick.
Nice.
Way to disable his whole torso. That'll show him. Alright.
Ready to fire.
Here we go. Finish the job. Okay. I didn't move her to safety because we're just going to kill this guy. Obviously. So, who is on kill this guy duty? Now the virus damage that I took. Hold on, let's go. This is the stuff that reduces your willpower and stuns you if you're... Yeah. That's annoying. Well, we can definitely run up and just kill this guy with 2 hammer strikes, right? That's completely free. And then we're going to have to take this thing down probably this turn, but we should have enough guns for that to be perfectly reasonable. So let's hammer. Strike and daze. Strike. Well, hold on now. So he's got 37 HP left, so we don't have to spend both of our AP on this. I can absolutely just... Wow. Never mind. That did way less damage than I thought it was going to do. 25. Okay. So it turns out it would have been just as expensive to do it the right way. And then I'm going to step over here so I'm out of the way so people don't accidentally shoot me. Does this remove... I wouldn't use it right away if it did, but out of curiosity, does this remove... No, it's bleeding and poison, not virus. Okay. Alright. So we do need to kill this thing, but I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to have that under control. What does your shot on this guy look like now? It doesn't seem like moving forward is going to help all that much. Just go ahead and... Okay, pretty good start. see about doing more stuff with you in a moment. So if we close to with Joe, if we close to like here, then shooting this thing in the back should, I think, trigger the shock damage. But we still have to be wary of the Triton Ghoul. The Triton Ghoul is
Let's do this.
fully alive. Alright, didn't get our AP back. It's fine. There's lots of people who have actions left. Ah, yes, and you have some movement. And we're going to spawn an Umbra dude, so you should move to... So the Umbra guy is going to spawn and get to act instantly. We would like to be able to overwatch that, but we already don't probably have the action points necessary to do that, I think. Wow, I clicked here without really waiting for it to resolve the lines of sight, because I was like, well, of course I'll have vision of the thing, but I guess I don't. Yeah, not very good vision. Well, all right, take a step forward. How good is the shot now? Oh, the shot now is great. Let's take a quick aim version of it. And that way I have the AP necessary to step back into... Oh, I guess I was going to be fine either way, right? I forgot that he also has kill and run. But yeah, we can now overwatch.
Nothing's getting past me.
Omar can... I mean, I don't really want to back off. This Hatching Sentinel is not... Yeah, we haven't gotten close enough to activate it yet. I don't really want to be close to this thing.
Operative on the move.
You don't really have any moves. And then Sato can... I mean, I want him to move forward before he sets up his Overwatch. I'm just worried, like... Obviously, it would be best if nobody got hit. But... Is that realistic? If somebody has to get hit by this thing, how many times do I want them to get hit is the next question. Like, getting really close to it doesn't seem like a great idea. No, you're good. Okay. Hopefully this is enough gunfire.
Oh,
Wow. That is some range.
steel on target.
Interesting. He just didn't take his Overwatch. Well, I can't say I'm wild about that. He just 100% chose not to participate.
What are we doing?
Sometimes this game, you know?
Let's just get this over with.
It is true that my man was behind the guy. I should have thought of that and repositioned my aim a little bit, but I was too busy being annoyed about the shot that wasn't taken for no reason. Okay, so we gotta figure out, where did this enemy go? Stupid mist. Really, we're gonna just not be able to see him still, huh? I didn't get close enough. I was kind of hoping that he was gonna provide an angle for Arena. So in order to have hit Arena, I mean,
Arms online.
I'm gonna quick aim a shot into the mist here. Let's see here, where do I think he went to? He's not like right here, probably. To be able to hit that shot. I mean, the length of this wall would make it hard to believe that he is much further down. The second of those shots made a different impact noise than the first. Okay, so the next question is, do we want to pop the hatching sentinel now? This worm egg is not yet active. I mean, I guess so, right? Like, it's not really a super compelling reason not to take it, although the poison worm is free, so yeah, I guess we'll burn that out too.
Ready to engage.
All right, we can knock this thing over real quick. Tell me you did not just do the thing that I know you just did.
Okay.
Leave that alive at like 1 HP. Oh, was that it? Okay. I guess I figured there'd be at least 3 because there were like 3 or 4 in the last nest we took. And theoretically they're supposed to get harder over time, right? Well, I mean, that's great. That's great news for us. Need something to wash off the flop sweat after that aerial interception. We're just going to have to figure out how to fireproof the entire aircraft. All right, global opinion of us is going up pretty nicely here. Go ahead and replenish everything. And for the moment, we've solved that problem. Now, we know there is a nest over here in this area too, because there have been a couple of attacks. So we probably want to redirect the crew to that next after we heal up. For the moment, let's just recall everything. Okay. So these are completely marked off. Is there a button that I need to press to repair them, or are these damaged beyond usability? Because I would hate for that to be the case. Provides weapons with psychic guidance. That's pretty cool. So the modules themselves are not terribly expensive to build. They do take quite a while to manufacture, though. The Norta's Mace, the Anu Heavy Cannon, provides at a range of 800. It's very short. A burst of 7 shots, doing 100 damage each, compared to like 180 damage. I mean, that's a lot. It is a lot of damage. Yeah, 150 or 180. They also have this ramming module that is probably pretty cool, but does require you to be in ramming range. I have to say, these I'm not so excited about. The reinforced bulkheads seem like they might be handy. might be stuff worth building at some point. For the moment, though, before we go digging into anything at all here, I'm just going to go ahead and call this episode for today. It has been mostly very positive. You know, we got a couple of things accomplished here. When you come back next time, we'll be finishing our Pandoran containment facility. We'll be hopefully getting our Air Force Air Forceable, because right now we're looking a little bit naked, and with another manufacturing, with another fabrication plant and stuff, hopefully we'll be actually building the things that we need to build in much better time. But again, it's just it's going to be a long wait before any of that is done. Come back next time to see if we survive, and we'll see you then.